Dear learners, welcome to this session. Myself, Dr. Archana Shukla from Faculty of Library and Information Science, School of Social Sciences, IGNOU, New Delhi. Dear learners, today we are going to discuss about technical section. As you are aware, in our earlier sessions, we have discussed many sections of the library. Technical section is one of them. As far as the literal meaning is concerned, technical section means where technical work of the library is being done. Technical work of the library means core work of the library or the basic work of the library science, which is directly related with the activities of the LIS professionals. So, today we are going to discuss all these works, activities, procedures in detail. I hope after this session you will be able to know about the technical section in detail. As we know, technical section of a library which has the responsibility of processing and organizing the document collection by classifying, cataloging and preparing the documents for use. This section, technical section, is also known by many other names such as processing department, because processing work is being done in this section. Technical processing section, because both technical processing and physical processing is done here. Some people say it cataloging department also, and some say it technical department. It depends upon the organizations or the institutions in which library is located. They are naming this technical section accordingly. But irrespective of the name by which we know it, the objective and functions of this section remains the same. Means whatever the work or whatever the name this section is having, work remains the same. Technical section is the section that transforms the collection of documents into serviceable units. Means this section is making the documents serviceable, means usable by the users of the library. This section plays a key role in the functioning of the library. It works like a bridge between the acquisition section and the circulation section. These technical section services are behind the scene activities that a library undertakes to process library materials loaned for the public or users. These activities includes mainly classifying, cataloging, preparing material for the library shelves and inventory. This technical section work is highly technical in nature. That's why accuracy is the very essence of all technical processing work. The objectives of this section, why this section is needed? This section is needed to manage the technical processing of information sources such as cataloging and classification, creating bibliographic records of information sources and to modify them according to the practices. This section also ensures quality of cataloging and classification according to the latest trends in global cataloging standards. Now coming to the need of this section, why this technical processing section is needed. We know libraries are collecting material and processing of that material is also required. So, library materials go through the process of technical processing so that they can be located, used and returned to the library at their place. The need for technical processing has been brought about by a number of factors like tremendous growth of information resulting in production of variety of library materials. So, we know variety of library material is available. So, it is very essential to organize this material so that the user can use this material when required by him or her. The other need is necessity of categorization of the universe of knowledge. As we know, while organizing, we are dividing this collection into different subjects, and according to subjects, we are arranging the books or the library material. Then arranging material in such a way that subject specialization is maintained. Then systematic arrangement of documents to facilitate easy storage and retrieval and satisfaction of users' needs. Because of all these reasons, tremendous growth of information, need of categorization, arrangement of material and systematic arrangement of material, this technical processing is required. Generally, we are doing two type of work in this section, physical processing and technical processing. You are having a separate session on physical processing. In this session, I am emphasizing on technical processing part. So, technical processing, which includes classification and cataloging, and physical processing of the documents for circulation and use by the readers. The main work of this section includes classification of books, cataloging of books, assigning subject headings, generating barcodes if the library is using barcode for circulation, or generating RFID and pasting RFID tags if the library is using RFID, stamping and labeling barcode, spine level, etc. Generate list of new arrival of books. This is also the function of this technical section. Now coming to the structure of this section. What type of structure this section is having? The technical section of a library, generally a big library like a university library. It may consist of various units such as classification unit, cataloging unit, book processing unit, etc. These units are required to carry out the routine work of technical processing. But in case of a small library, such a demarcation into different units may not be there. Means small libraries, they are having a technical section where all work is being done. But in case of the large libraries like university libraries, technical section is having different subsections also, as I told you, like classification unit, cataloging unit, book processing unit, etc. Now, some planning is required in technical section. Planning is required in relation to classification of document, cataloging of documents, preparing of the volumes or the documents for public use or users, correction of call numbers and catalog entries, classification and cataloging codes are required, and they have to be decided also which classification scheme to follow, which cataloging code to be followed by the library, and a catalog cabinet if we are using the card form of the catalog. So, all these planning is required in advance while doing the work in the technical section. As I told you, some decisions need to be taken. Decisions about the choice of the classification scheme. We are having many classification schemes like DDC, UDC, colon classification, and library has to choose among these classification schemes. Generally, DDC is the most popular scheme as far as libraries are concerned. Similarly, the choice of the catalog code, which catalog code is to be used by the library. Similarly, library has to decide the internal form of the catalog also. Internal form means whether they are going to have dictionary catalog or classified catalog. Then decision about the physical form of the catalog, like we are going to have a card catalog, book form catalog or the register form catalog. Many physical forms are there from which we have to decide one form for our library. Then adoption of a policy regarding classification and cataloging. Because these classification and cataloging, they require many decisions while doing these works. So, a policy is adopted by the library regarding the classification and cataloging. Then another important aspect is the arrangement of personnel, means staff who are going to work in the technical section, because as I told you in the beginning of this session, this is a very technical job and persons with professional knowledge as well as sometimes the subject background, they are required to do this work. Certain tools are also required while doing classification and cataloging, like subject heading list, classification scheme, cataloging code, name dictionaries, bibliographies, etc. So, decision needs to be taken about them also, help the classifier and the cataloger while doing this work. Then certain equipments and materials are also required. So, library has to take decision about that also. So, now coming to the classification part. As we know, classification is the act of organizing the documents / universe of knowledge into some systematic order. Classifiers of the technical processing section of a library, they classify the documents procured in the library. A library classification is a system of coding and organizing documents or library material according to their subject and allocating a call number to that information resource. Classification systems in libraries generally plays two roles. Firstly, they facilitate subject access by allowing the user to find out what work or documents the library has on a certain subject. Secondly, they provide a known location for the information sources to be located. So, classification means an act of giving a class number to a document, and in this process a classification scheme is being used. Classification satisfies the subject approach of the user. For classification, we require classification scheme. While catalog aims to identify and list items in a collection, classification schemes have a more general application in arranging documents in a sequence that will make sense and be helpful to the users, because they display subjects and not documents. Scheme of classification is a tool in the hands of the library to organize subjects and to serve them out in an efficient way. Similarly, cataloging, as we know, is a process. Cataloging service aims at making all the information accessible and retrievable, so that the library can fulfill its educational goals. In cataloging process, subject headings are also being assigned. Subject headings in cataloging helps the person searching for items in the library a way to find information by the topics that are covered in those items. Subject heading lists are used to provide reliability in the terms used to describe the subject or topics covered by the material in the library. So, generally libraries are using Shear's list of subject heading, and we are having Library of Congress list of subject heading also. So, libraries, they have to decide which subject heading list they are going to use while doing this cataloging work. So, cataloging is the process of creating catalog of the library holdings on the basis of catalog rules or code. They are adapted by a particular library. So, catalog is a list of the holdings of a library with all the bibliographical details of that document. It is a tool which helps users to search relevant materials on the basis of known information about a particular book or its subject area. Different catalog entries such as title, author, collaborator, series, subject are prepared for an easy availability of the library resources. Catalog of a library is known as the guide map of the library resources for users of the library. So, as I am telling you, different entries like title, author, collaborator, series, subject, they are prepared for easy availability of the library resources. Because users' approaches are different, sometimes users know the title of the book, sometimes user knows the author of the book or the document, sometimes users search any book or document by its series, or sometimes he just knows the subject of the book. So, different approaches are satisfied and entries are prepared according to these different approaches while doing the cataloging work. Catalog of a library is known as the guide map of the library resources for users of the library. Why it is known as the guide map? Because it is telling the users about the location of the library material. Now, we are having cataloging code also for cataloging these library material. The function of the catalog is to identify all the items in a collection and to group like items together. There are different catalogs available for use in libraries. There are number of cataloging codes which are practiced worldwide, but in India generally we are using AACR, which is in second revised edition this time, and in some libraries they are using classified catalog also. But AACR 2 is the most popular cataloging code as it is compatible with the International Standard Bibliographic Description, which we call as ISBD. So, according to the requirement of the library, we choose classification scheme as well as the cataloging code. Now, coming to the process of cataloging. In cataloging, we are going to prepare the main entry, that is the main entry of the book, which describes or provide all the bibliographical detail of the document. Similarly, we prepare added entries also, added entries by the name of the title, editor, co-author, translator, any collaborator. Then we assign subject headings. In the process of cataloging, as I told you, subject headings are assigned by using the subject heading list. Reference entries are also prepared if required, C reference entries and C also reference entries. They direct or relate the items related with that document. Writing the tracing on the main entry, that is also being done while doing the cataloging process. Then shelf list cards are also prepared in this process. Preparing a catalog is being done. Then label writing and assigning location mark to those labels means writing the details, then card checking by the chief cataloger so as to avoid any mistake. Then filing of these catalog cards is being done by the technical staff, technical section staff, and preparation of addition list. Addition list means a list of new arrivals in the library. And then finally transferring catalogued material to the concerned location in the library. So, this is the whole process or the workflow of the cataloging process being done in the technical section. Filing of catalog cards, this is very essential and a very time taking and technical work. The cataloging department files the catalog card as per the filing code adopted by the libraries. So, for filing purpose many rules are there like ALA filing rules. According to these rules, the catalog cards are being filed in the catalog cabinet. According to the heading of the catalog entry, a card is filed at its appropriate place in the card cabinet. Usually the catalog cards are filed in alphabetical and classified order. For filing the entries like author, title, subject, etc., dictionary format is usually adopted, means where we are having alphabets, then filing is being done according to the dictionary formula. While when the entries are having numbers like in the case of a classified catalog, these are filed in the numeric order. In this technical section, we have to decide the internal form of the catalog also. The internal form consists of the two major types of library catalogs. They are the dictionary catalog, which is based on the alphabetical arrangement where author entry, title entry, they are the most important entries, and the classified catalog which is based on the subject approach where the number entries are the most important entries. Each type has its own advantages and disadvantages. This choice of the internal form of the catalog will depend upon the type of library and the nature of its user. The dictionary catalog is more popular with public libraries because the general readers or the general users they may find it easy to consult this catalog. On the other hand, in research and special libraries where the readers will be more interested in a systematic subject approach to documents, the classified catalog will be advantageous. So, this choice of internal form of the catalog will depend upon the nature of the libraries, as it is true in relation to classification scheme also. Then the physical form is also being decided in the technical section. This physical form, as we know, there are various physical forms of the library catalog with their relative advantages and disadvantages. The card catalog has become increasingly popular, although there are some libraries those still follow the old tradition of the printed book form of catalog or register catalog. It depends upon the library policy. Generally the small libraries with few titles added every year, they are using book form of catalog or the register form of the catalog, where they are entering the details in the register or getting it printed afterwards. On the other hand, for a fast growing library, the printed form of catalog can never be kept up to date because additions are every now and then. In fact, the card catalog has many advantages like its flexibility and updatability. So, libraries generally if they are using card catalog, large libraries they are finding it very good to update it. For classification and cataloging, As I told you in the beginning of this session, a policy is being formulated and decided by the technical section. Now coming to the personnel or the staff, technical section work is perhaps the area in the whole library work where the highest degree of professional expertise is needed. Therefore, the technical department should be manned by persons who have proven abilities and aptitude for technical work. They should be well versed with classification and cataloging. As far as possible, knowledge of different languages and a background in different subjects must be ensured in the selection of the personnel. So, the special libraries, they are generally recruiting staff in this section, those who are having that subject background. Some tools are required for working in this technical section. This technical department must possess all the tools necessary for classification and cataloging work to be done in the library. Some of these important tools are classification schedule, cataloging code, subject heading list, reference tools like standard dictionaries including language dictionaries, subject dictionaries, bibliographical dictionaries, name dictionaries, encyclopedias, geographical sources, handbook, etc. All these help the classifier as well as the cataloger to do this technical work. Similarly, bibliographies like Indian National Bibliography, British National Bibliography, accession list of important and large libraries, they are also helpful in doing this technical work. The routine or the procedures done in this section are physical processing work, classification work, cataloging work, coordinating work. That is very essential because cataloging and classification, they both are interrelated. So, coordination between these two is very necessary. And after doing all these work, physical processing, cataloging, classification, the document is released to the concerned section. Card filing and catalog updating work is also being done in this technical section. Now, the services or the concept or the procedure of this section is also changing. As we know, cataloging as a process has undergone complete transformation in the last few decades, but the advent of web and internet technology, this is changed tremendously. Now, we are talking about OPAC, online public access catalog. We are not having card form catalogs, we are having web OPACs also, which is available or accessible from anywhere, from any desktop, laptop or palm top. So, the purpose and the objectives remain the same, but the formats and other things changed. Now, libraries what they are doing? They are not doing this cataloging and classification work by their own. They are doing copy cataloging also, and they are copying the data available from OCLC and other big libraries. So, these are some of the trends which are there in this technical section. So, finally, this technical processing is a vast area. When technical services are done in proper way, only then users can avail the services in the optimum way. The integration of information and communication technologies in the working practices of organizations and individuals has led to do the technical processing effectively. It is important to realize that technical processing of the library resources should be done properly and organized collection for access and effective use by the end users. So, technical processing needs to be integrated into the plans and policies of any institution to maximize its effectiveness. Technical processing is very much important for a library on which depends proper services of the libraries and access to the resources of the libraries. Thank you.